Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I am so happy that you joined me today. Today we're going to do Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and she entitled it Pocket Journal Pages. Oh, but first, let's do a shout out to Christy B65, Nancy, Sue, Louise, Joyce, Shelley, and Michelle. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay guys, I don't have any big book pages. This is the biggest book page that I have, and I made one out of this, and it's really pretty tiny. So the only thing that I have that's big are those pages that we made in the last video, Cathy Sewing Happiness. And I wanted to show you a little something about those pages. This is one just, after you did it and it dries. It looks like this. Well, I decided I'd like to see what happens when you paint on it. So this is water and white school glue, and look at the difference. It makes it pop, just really pop. Here's one here. Oh, you guys, you need to give it a try. Put a little water and school glue and paint it on. And it's really, really cool, super cool. Now this one here, I tried it with that gel medium. It's a little shinier. I don't care for this as much, but I sure do like the white school glue and water. So I've chosen to use this one right here today for this project that Roxy is giving us. So what she did first was she folded it in half, but later she came back and said only part way. So I am going to line it up here just a little bit, and I think I'd like to fold it right here. So I'm going to fold it here. I guess I need to turn it over and fold it this way. Okay, so right here. And then she folded this down, but she didn't fold it to where this was touching it. She left a little bit because it is a pocket and you need to get into it. So I'm going to fold it like maybe right here. And see if I can get it fairly straight. Normally I'd have my head in there to see what I was doing, but I'm trying really hard not to get my head in the videos anymore. And then she folded it once more, right like this. Okay, so now we have it look like this, and you lift it up, and these are the pockets. Now, I folded mine down just a smidgen, but I'm wondering if maybe my flap won't touch. Let's see. After we fold this down just a smidgen, let's see if I want to see if this still, oh yeah, it still covers it just fine. Now, this is where I did something a little different. Now, I folded this down because I like it to be a little more secure when I go to get into a pocket. I don't know if I'm rough on things or what, but I will tear it. I would tear it, and so I need it to be a little sturdier. So that's why I folded it down. Now I'm going to take a book page, and I'm going to, just one, I just need one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim this extra border off. I don't want this border on here. Just like that. And I am going to glue it right up on the end of this. I want to turn this off a little more. Turn it around and around. Here we go. There. Now, I want it to be glued right up in here like that. So I'm going to turn this way, and I'm just going to get my glue, and I am going to put some glue down. Just like that, and I am going to lay this right here and then I'm going to trim. So I altered it just a little bit just because I need mine to be a little sturdier. I don't know what it is, but I need mine to be sturdier. I can't have it so flimsy. And I'm just going to trim this off as well. Whoops. Just like this. It doesn't have to go all the way down that pocket. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here to make sure it's glued down. There. Okay. So this was folded down. Actually, I think I'm going to do it a little bit more just so I make sure I get my pockets covered well. And I'm going to have to trim it up a little bit because I'm a little out of whack here. I think, I don't know, maybe it's because I can't get my head in the video, but I'm bound and determined not to get my head in the video anymore. So, come on now, cut that. Okay, very nice, very nice. All right, now what she did, I did an extra step. So my extra step was I folded this down just a little bit because that's where you're going to put your pocket's going to be here, and I needed that to be sturdy. And then I had made my flap sturdier by lining it. Plus, I like the look of this inside. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to go ahead and fold it, crease it. So I'm going to make sure I know where that crease is so I can take that notch out of it so it's not so bulky. Let's see here. I'm just trying to line it up. That's what I'm trying to do, but now we're still a little out of whack again. I'm going to take it to the guillotine and cut it. Okay, that was the only way I could assure that it'd be straight. Now what she did was she opened it up and she cut a little triangle out right here. Cut a little triangle there, like that. This side needs to be cut just a little more. Okay, and then she cut the this edge right here just a little bit. All right. So now what I did was then I took this to, well, actually then I inked it. So this one was stamped with black and then the weathered wood. So I'm going to take the weathered wood, and I'm going to ink around it, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, you guys, I went ahead and I inked it around. Now I'm going to take it, did I get that inked? I don't think I did. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, and I am going to sew the flaps. I'm going to sew this part right here that I folded down. I'm going to sew that, and then I'm going to sew down the middle and the sides. So I'm going to sew all the way around here, I'm going to sew here, and then I'm going to sew it shut. All right, you guys, I like how it looks and I like how it feels, and it's very sturdy, almost like a paper bag. It's really, really nice, and I like the flaps with the printed words, the book page. So now let's decorate. Oh, this is always the fun part, to decorate. So what I did was I just got a few things out. I put them in this little box. I've got some beautiful butterflies that we could use. I've got some pieces of coffee dyed pages. and I have some numbers and things like that. So let's get right to decorating this. I also have some black lace that might be real fun. It might be fun to put some on here. It kind of, I think it would look very good on here. Very good. Let's see here. Do we want it on? Nope, we're going to have to put it on this side so it doesn't interfere with the pocket. So I'm thinking, oh, it'd be really cute with a little bit of lace down on there. Oh, I really like that. Okay, let's get that done right away so that it'll have time to dry. Let's go ahead and put the fabric tack right on there, and I'm just going to trim this up just a little bit, and I'm going to lay it right on here and then trim it just like that, because that will really look nice, won't it? Oh, yes, it will. So I'm going to do that side, and then let's go ahead and do this side. Oh, I've got so much on my desk now, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what happens when we create, isn't it? It just gets all messy. That's why my craft room looks like it just exploded. I always say, oh, I'm going to clean my craft room, and then I get to designing, and the next thing I know, I'm designing and not cleaning my craft room. Okay, so let's get this on here. I'd like it about the same amount there. Ooh la la. How's that looking? That looks good. Okay, now let's go back to the front while that dries. And the front doesn't have any lace. Do we want to put some on here? We can put some right on the bottom. Let's move all this out of the way. Things are going to fall off the table here in a minute if I'm not careful. So let's put some right down here. I think I'd like to cut that right here. And let's put the whole thing on there because we're sewing this into our journal, is what Roxy suggested that we do. So let's just put that right down there like that. I like that a great deal. And let's go ahead and do a little journaling spot here. Let's see, do we want a number as well, or a, well, that's kind of nice. Let's see here if we can get this to interact with each other. I don't know if we need all of this going on. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'll move it here so you can see a little better maybe. I've got a 1. I've got a 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a whole bunch of 1, 2, 3s. There's a 23. Let's see here. I like that. That's nice. Now, I have not inked up this number, so just take a second here. And we are using that weathered wood because that is what we used when we made the piece of paper. We used the weathered wood. I'm looking for my lid. There it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some glue on here. You know what I like about watching everyone's video? That we're doing the same project, but they all turn out so uniquely different, and everybody has their own style. Oh, that's a big blob of glue. I just think that's so interesting that how everyone's style comes through. and they're the same, but yet they're different. I just love that. I think I might have to put some fabric tack on there. It may not stay on that lace without it. So do that, and we'll get our number on here. Okay. And let's see, where do we want this? I think probably should have just put fabric tack on it. I didn't realize I was going to put it on there, on the lace, but I am. So I'm just going to put fabric tack on it. Just like that. It is so hot here today. And it rained again last night. And so the humidity is just unbelievable. I really feel sorry for the horses out there. Really do. They have fan. They have a big old fan in the barn, so they can get away from it. They can and get in there and get the breeze blowing on them a little bit and get out of the sun. They can go in there if they want, but still, oh my goodness, you guys, it is just sultry out there. Husband got the grass cut when he came home last night. And then it rained, and as it was raining, of course, it woke us up, and he said, well, at least I got the grass mowed. Like, yeah, it's growing. You could just hear it growing because it's so hot out there and sunny and moist. It's one of those days you can watch the grass grow. Yeah, you could see it growing. Alrighty, guys. Now, I've got another butterfly and another piece of coffee dyed paper that I pre-cut. Whoopsie, folded that right over, didn't I? All right, let's get this on here, just like that. A little crooked, but that's okay, I guess. And let's put this on. I might want it to be up a little higher. Now, you're not going to see them open up like this. You're going to see them closed like this. Oh, goodness gracious, isn't that? That's like voila. And then here, and then here. So here we are. I think that's dry enough to shut now. And we can decorate this one. Let's see what else that we have here. I actually have another butterfly. I've got these as well. This butterfly. I've also got this one. Ooh, that one's real pretty with it, isn't it? Alrighty. Let's use this one and leave the two that match maybe for the inside. Although if you sew it inside a book, it's still not going to face each other. So you can decorate them all differently. Okay. Now, do we want a number on this one? I don't know that we do. You don't have to have a number on it. Number 2. I'm not sure. There's a bigger one, bigger eye. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Haven't found it. Something totally different. There's a smaller butterfly. I think I had a smaller one. Well, where did that small one go? I did have him somewhere. He is somewhere. What happens when you mix everything together, right? I thought I just saw him. I'll find him when. Oh, is that him? I'll find him when the video's over. Okay, well, I guess he doesn't want to be found. I don't see him. I know I had a little tiny one. Okay, well, let's see here. Still trying to decide what we want to do here. Okay, maybe something like that. I'm going to have to put a little ink on here. How is everything going in everyone's life? I hope things are going well for you. Oh, I like that. That I like. Okay, so let's use the fabric tack since we're going to be on that lace. Put it like this. And then we're going to put this one on top like that. I like that. I like that. All right, let's do the inside now. So we've got some more little, I didn't have, I'm putting these here so that you would have a journaling spot because, Roxy's paper, she had a journaling spot on her paper. I don't have any paper like that. All my book pages are writing on them. So I thought, well, okay, I could just do it this way. There's nothing wrong with this at all. And then you still have your tuck spot inside. So this will work just as well doing it this way. So I'm going to go ahead and get this down here like this. I've already inked it. So, and then I think I'll just put this right like that. I've been going out later in the evening and tending to my chickens and to cutting flowers out of the garden. It's so hot I can't even go out there to plant stuff. It's just way too hot for me out there. So I'm just going to have to go with what I've got in the ground right now until it cools off a bit for me to go out there and get some more into the ground, because I keep planting throughout the growing season, so I have new fresh things coming up for the bouquets of happiness. Oh, you guys, I think that turned out beautiful. So there's one side. You go and you can get into your pocket, and then you can get into the other pocket, and then you shut it like that. I'm going to show you the other one that I designed with a different paper, and it's in the pinks. It looks like this. It doesn't have any lace on it. And you can get into it this way, and get into it this way. I'm really, really enjoying these guys. Oh, if you loved my video, I hope to see you in my next video. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye now.